All right, so thank you for joining us. Today's presentation will focus on how you can elevate your AWS experience with enterprise storage software from Dell Technologies. My name is Ben Schusid. I've been working at Dell in marketing for a little over 13 years. I've had roles in services marketing, global campaigns, and product marketing. And right now I am responsible for the APEX portfolio of storage offers.
And hi, I'm Gabe Lopez. I am an APEX technical consultant for Dell Technologies. I've worked in IT for the past 20 years, and more recently in cloud storage, pre-sales, and go-to-market technical enablement.
All right, let's begin with a quick level set. I have a question. Why is Dell here? When you think of Dell, what comes to mind? Any answers?
Bingo.
Laptops. There's a good chance you envision traditional personal computing products, laptops, monitors, desktops, and so on. This guy might also look familiar. Does anyone here remember the dude you're getting a Dell guy? Back then, raise your hand if you remember the dude you're getting a Dell guy. All right, back then Dell was synonymous with PCs. However, Dell Technologies has evolved quite a bit since those days. We offer a comprehensive portfolio of industry-leading infrastructure solutions that span storage, servers, data protection, networking, as well as converged and hyper-converged infrastructure. For decades, organizations have depended on Dell, both to keep the lights on, as well as the foundation for their digital transformation initiatives.
So what does this have to do with the cloud? Well, Dell has taken its decades of expertise in infrastructure solutions, deployed in data centers, co-location facilities, and edge locations, and embarked on a journey to deliver proven capabilities to clouds in the form of software-defined offers.
And this gets us to where we are today, with most organizations pursuing a multi-cloud strategy. You want access to exceptional capabilities. You want to scale resources flexibly, and you want to make payments over time in a subscription model. Organizations love the ease and the agility of the cloud experience, which is probably why many of you are here today.
As a result, most IT leaders expect to take advantage of capabilities everywhere, not just running on AWS, but anywhere that applications and data actually live, including the data centers and the co-location facilities and edge environments, anywhere that the data is located.
However, we're noticing some consistent challenges that our customers are facing as they seek to innovate. For example, difficulty predicting future budget requirements and dealing with sporadic and unplanned costs. Challenges managing data across multiple environments. Inconsistencies when it comes to security models and enterprise class features. Skills gaps. Innovation often requires familiarity with new tools, as well as new frameworks, and limited visibility into where data lives and the function that that data serves.
Okay, Ben, that was a beautiful problem statement in marketing speak.
Oh, all right, thank you for the reality check, Gabe.
But what does this mean for our journey to the cloud? Well, I'm pretty sure that organizations have initiatives to either get to the cloud or optimize costs for the current multi-cloud deployments. Customers may already have an existing footprint, but for one reason or another, need to still maintain that on-premises presence. Maybe they need to gain access to Amazon's ever-advancing catalog of services and features, or maybe it's to expand their footprint in another geo, or to have quick disaster recovery deployments and those endpoints. We're about to show you how we're going to accomplish all of this with Dell APEX and our offers.
But first, what does the analyst community think about all of this? Based on recent survey data from Enterprise Strategy Group related to application deployment decisions, 81% face challenges with application and data mobility across on-premises data centers, clouds, and edge. 82% have difficulty sizing workloads for the optimal on-premises or off-premises environment. And 86% routinely migrate workloads from on-premises to the cloud. So what does this mean? What it comes down to is that many IT leaders feel overwhelmed when it comes to the difficult decisions that need to be made, particularly when it comes to multi-cloud initiatives.
Okay, so let's talk about Dell's multi-cloud strategy and how we're engaging with this landscape. What is multi-cloud? Well, it's this hybrid world of on-premises, edge-located, co-located, and of course, cloud placement. Dell APEX delivers multi-cloud by design. Simply put, we connect technology innovation in cloud and in on-premises environments, bringing together the best of both worlds. So first on the left-hand side, we see the APEX ground to cloud strategy. This is the best-of-breed storage and data protection, and with this familiar enterprise-grade functionality, that's how we deliver the performance and resiliency that you're used to seeing with your on-premises deployments, but actually deployed into the cloud and into cloud infrastructure. Next, what you see is the cloud to ground strategy. And that strategy lets you deploy modern cloud software fully integrated with on-premises infrastructure.
And across the bottom, you see that we deliver our broad infrastructure portfolio in a modern consumption model available as a service. For the purpose of today's presentation, we will focus on the ground cloud segment of this multi-cloud story. To deliver a true multi-cloud experience, Dell APEX Storage for AWS brings industry-leading enterprise-class block, file, and protection storage software to the cloud. This family of APEX block, file, and data protection offers enables you to elevate your AWS experience with simplicity, agility, and control.
Again, Dell is enabling customers to deploy enterprise-class virtual storage appliances in the cloud with on-premises-like performance. What you get is a multi-cloud by design with a universal storage layer which enables seamless bidirectional data movement and eliminates operational silos to unify that placement.
All right, so let's take a look at the offers that we have available. Dell APEX Block Storage for AWS delivers the proven capabilities of on-premises block storage in the cloud, so you can run a wide range of block-based workloads.
Its linearly scalable design allows for extremely high block performance, capacity, and availability. It can deploy up to 4 petabytes of block storage per instance. It's got the capability to produce 1 petabyte block volumes. It's designed for 6 nines of availability and is multi-availability zone capable, and it can provide millions of IOPS, all in the public cloud.
Dell APEX File Storage for AWS delivers the proven capabilities of the #1 NAS solution, OneFS, on AWS. So you can run a wide range of file-based workloads.
And we've just added some new enhancements to file storage. Here's what they are. So we have streamline deployment, and now you can run a single command to deploy new open source Terraform scripts and deploy your file instances. You have the option to deploy various EC2 instance types. It supports high capacity workloads with up to 1.6 petabytes for hot data and can be tiered near infinitely on object, S3. We'll talk about that in a minute. And we've added support for HDFS protocol for Hadoop analytics. We've also added tunable quality of service. And during the first half of the year, we are going to have integration with the APEX Navigator.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure everyone heard that. Did you just say APEX Navigator?
Oh yeah, and we'll get to that in just a sec.
All right, and finally, Dell APEX Protection Storage for AWS delivers industry-leading data protection in the cloud.
And believe it or not, we are already protecting over 18 exabytes of data with Dell software in clouds to date. Okay, so let's talk about and have a level set on how our offers are actually deployed. APEX Block Storage has a scale-out design, and it's implemented by leveraging basic AWS cloud services to create virtual cluster nodes to either manage the solution and or facilitate the actual storage. That means that each cluster node is a granular service component in our storage offers, comprised of Elastic Cloud Compute, or EC2 as you know it, and one or many onboard EC2 instance stores or Elastic Block Storage, depending on the capacity and performance configurations that you actually choose. Our offers then scale out the solution by increasing the number of those virtual nodes. Additionally, our file and data protection offers leverage on-demand simple storage service, as you know as S3 object storage. We use that at S3 for performance tiering for data on file, and we actually use it for the actual backed up data for our data protection offers. Again, leveraging cloud basic services allows Dell to deliver proven technology and its tremendous value add to the cloud.
All right, let's transition to a topic we're really excited about, the Dell APEX Navigator. Navigator is a SaaS solution that unifies the cloud and the on-premises experience. It unlocks a new standard of excellence for multi-cloud management and multi-cloud operations. This centralized Navigator experience will span a variety of technologies, including different storage types. We have Block for AWS available today, and File is coming soon.
Three important things to call out about the Navigator are: one, the vision of Navigator is to provide valuable capability sets for management across IT ops, across a number of infrastructure technologies. Navigator also provides a web-based interface to support ops across many stages in the infrastructure lifecycle. And Navigator ultimately was built on the security foundation with zero trust principles, which are at the forefront of our design.
So what it all comes down to is that Navigator provides value across the infrastructure service lifecycle. Let's take a closer look at the key features. So those are security, deployment, management, monitoring, and very important, data mobility.
Okay, let's start with security. Helping facilitate zero trust means that we need to provide full control over role-based access and user permissions. That means that you should be able to easily access other Dell management and monitoring tools with SSO, so you don't have to juggle a bucket of different credentials to get your job done.
We also automate processes to help take care of tedious tasks, such as deploying Dell storage on AWS, which we facilitate in just 4 simple steps through the Navigator GUI.
Once you're up and running in AWS, you can easily and quickly transition between the Navigator experience and management tools specific to the storage that you have deployed and may be familiar with if you're already used to working with Dell storage currently, have worked with it in the past, all from one login.
Navigator also provides a centralized monitoring experience for Dell storage software in the cloud, as well as Dell storage software and hardware deployed on premises. You can also take advantage of technology-specific monitoring tools when you want to go a layer or 2 deeper. And you can respond to a change in your environment or plan ahead with detailed insights on performance as well as utilization.
Finally, and perhaps most critically, Navigator is where we are centralizing data mobility activities, helping you to seamlessly move between cloud and on-premises and back, as your business and applications require, leveraging our universal storage layer. As a result, you can strive for that optimal placement and not feel the need to compromise performance for cost reasons.
And by the way, this is very important, you have the opportunity to evaluate APEX Navigator along with APEX Block Storage for AWS for 90 days, completely risk-free.
This is all the Navigator deployment goodness and high-performance scaling block software, leveraging your AWS resources.
Earlier on, we reviewed some of the key challenges that our customers are facing as they seek to innovate. Unpredictable costs, management complexity, inconsistent experiences, skills gaps, and limited visibility.
With APEX Storage for AWS, our customers can overcome these challenges with cost-optimized consumption, an intuitive management system, unparalleled performance and advanced data for mission critical workloads, consistent tools and experience with a seamless data mobility between on-premises and cloud, and a centralized governance with end-to-end visibility and role-based policy enforcement.
All right, so at the beginning of this presentation, we alluded to the fact that you might primarily associate Dell with laptops, PCs, peripherals, and so on. Many of you might agree that cloud probably wasn't the first thing that came to mind. And some of you might even remember this guy, the dude you're getting a Dell guy.
And hopefully we set the record straight here, because dude, you're getting multi-cloud by design.
All right, again, we have a 90-day trial, as we mentioned earlier. You can visit us right over here at booth 507 to learn more or to answer any of your questions about APEX Storage for AWS.
All right, and don't forget to take the survey of the mobile app. If you have the mobile app, please take the survey. Thank you.